What is up, people? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Cup Chasers Daily World Cup edition. Oh, Canada have made it through to the next round. Lumen already in the building. What's up? Hope you're good. Canada definitely had more of the open chances and were able to get it over the line in the end. But of course, big up South Africa, who gave them a game and made it spicy until the very end of the game. I really enjoyed Jesse Marsh's post game speech to his players. And I'm going to play like 2 seconds of it just so we don't get copyrighted, but I'll do that in just a second because it was absolutely beautiful speech from him. And of course, we got some spicy matchups today. Don Carlo not wanting to play any of the mind games that he refers to, that I guess Asif, all of the English people are playing mind games in the Premier League. I guess that's what we do. I don't know. Don Carlos speaking out about that, of course. Can Paraguay do something absolutely crazy today? You know what? We'll get into that. I'm not going to mention his name just yet. And of course, the big one tonight, Netherlands playing Morocco. What a game that's going to be. Absolutely spicy, of course. So make sure you're liking, people. Make sure you're subscribing each and every time. Get that notification bell on as well. And I got my man Nez and Asif here in the house. What we doing? How we doing, boys, this morning? Men, I
Oh,
should say.
not too bad. Actually, the sun is not shining as much, so I'm getting a bit of respite at the moment.
No longer baking down on you.
Yeah, exactly. It's England. We're not used to the weather. We don't have this aircon stuff that you guys have.
Yeah, man. I will tell you right now, the greatest single invention that there's ever been is air conditioning.
Yes, and we are missing it here.
Absolutely.
And I
Absolutely. But
remember
that's an
when Nez came
aside.
to Manchester, he was like, it's so warm here." I was like, "Yeah, because everything's insulated here, so you don't get
You just got to
So
throw
when
them windows open.
you bake properly here. So
Yeah, all the way through. Well done, he says.
Rotisserie gold. Just spin around.
Yep. There you go. Well, yeah, man. I thought that, of course, there's only one place to start. I thought that it was not as clinical as either team would have hoped in the South Africa Canada game. It was exactly how I expected. A little bit back and forth. Both teams did create some chances, but the finishing going forward was left much to be desired. We'll put it that way, and Canada are going to struggle in the next game. But for now, heroes.
of course, I think they did well getting this far. To tell you the truth, they I think they lack a little bit of quality compared to say the States. I think out of all the home nations, I thought Canada were the ones who are the weakest out of all
Yeah.
three. So, um, but I think they've, like I say, I think they've done well going this far. And I'm assuming you're going to get knocked out the next round, but
Yeah.
I
Isn't it
think the
the
fairy
winner of
tales
Netherlands,
have to end at
Morocco?
some
Yeah.
point. Yeah, fairy tales have to end at some point. So, yeah, I think they did well. And compared to like obviously, football is not as important or like held in such regard compared to say ice hockey over there.
Right.
So it as the same as you guys like when it comes to like
Other
basketball
other
or
sports and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, the other sports. But I think they've done really well. I hope it inspires future generations in Canada. That's one of the main things of the World Cup. So you can get future generations playing, getting more into the game, and yeah, that's why I think. I think hopefully you can get another world class like Alfonso Davis or someone someone along
Mm-hmm.
those line playing at a higher level, and yeah, that's my that's my hopes for them and going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was definitely good performance from them as far as getting it over the line. And Eustachio is the dude's name, kind of like pistachio is how I'm pronouncing it. But he's been a stalwart for them in this tournament. He's been somebody that's been consistent, that's played well every time he's been on. I mean, he hasn't been a superstar, but he comes in and he gets, his first World Cup goal. I mean, what a goal to score. What a way to mark your debut in the tournament. And so that was absolutely amazing for that guy. But I think he's definitely been one of their standout players, the number 7 for Canada.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Unfortunately, it's a bit heartbreaking for the other team.
South Africa.
South Africa. But I know they held the World Cup there previously. I know they do. It's quite popular in South Africa, the game. So, but it is what it is. Hopefully, they'll come back to see the other African nations doing well, and hopefully in the next couple of years they can get a better team than they have at the moment.
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed overall with South Africa, even though they gave it a run at the end of the group stage and managed to get through. What are you thinking, Nez?
Oh, the first thing is Canada's going to Houston now. At least they get air conditioning again. But other than that, I mean, it definitely was a game where you're like, okay, in a sort of spectator sense, man, I hope there's another game on after this to watch to kind of cleanse my palate. But it was what it was. South Africa at the end, South Africa was 1,000% playing for extra time. Like they were 1,000% playing for that. And I am of the opinion mindset that when you do that, you kind of set yourself up because there's a complacency that's there. Because you're like, oh well, we'll get another 30 and we'll solve all problems then, so we can get our timeout. Well, waiting for the timeout instead of like seizing the time or the day is where the fall came from. And I guess I agree with Asif on Canada probably going out in the next round, and so we will have to be sad to no longer see Jesse Marsh gyrating and dancing on the sidelines as he's been doing. But I mean. And the funny thing about it is that if they had won theirs and they stayed in Vancouver, I don't know if we would have felt any better about their game anyways. I think this is who they are. I mean, they have several players that are playing in Europe in their team, and you do have sort of an expectation based on like previous showings that they should be pretty solid, well-rounded team. But I think it's like that. That one song. This is the end. I think for them. I think they did what they needed to do. They represented their flag, their bandera, well, and they gave the Canadians something to cheer for. And I'll sort of leave it in that lane because as Asif and you said, the South Africans did what they needed to do. I mean, they obviously looked like there was no chance of them making it to this point. And they did. They can go home, with their head raised because it looked rough in the early going, and so they made it to essentially, the next step. And while I'm unsure because the next one is in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, right? Is that right? The next one is that the next World? No, the next game. The next World Cup.
In 2030. Yeah.
Well, at least they'll be closer to home, and they have another 4 years. And the way football's going, and probably that you'll have potentially the start of a budding new generation of players based on what's going on. So, like to Asif's point, I think that's a really, really great opportunity for South Africa to say, hey, look what we did, and let's try to put together a strong some strong players to represent us in club football, and take what we have now, some of the guys we have, and advance what they have, and go forward. But I do think this is sort of the end for them after this one, because the next opponent is Netherlands or Morocco, and I think it'll be a much stiffer challenge there.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think that, if Canada would have won the group, they would have been playing Algeria. Yes, it would have been in Vancouver, but I think it would have been a much stiffer test than the South Africans. I've been more impressed by the Algerians in this tournament than them. Obviously, they have more star power with the likes of Mahrez there, so that would have been a different prospect altogether, of course. And I'm actually glad that both of you mentioned my man Jesse Marsch, who I actually have a little bit of a soft spot for. I enjoyed his time at Leeds, obviously, mostly because, as an American, to see an American coach in the Premier League was amazing, was really, really awesome. And obviously, he still has some levels to go up as a manager, and so he didn't necessarily light the Premier League on fire at Leeds. And honestly, Asif, that's kind of when I had a little soft spot for Leeds. Like, ever since Jesse Marsch was there, I'm like, okay, I like Leeds. I can handle them now. And nowadays, Leeds are even better. They're doing really well under Daniel Farke, and so I enjoy watching Leeds play. I knew as soon as I watched them play last season that they were staying up. First few games for Leeds, I knew they were staying up. So I'm definitely glad that Jesse Marsch had his time there, and it's made me a fan of his. And what's made me even more a fan of his was the speech he gave after the tournament. I'm only going to play a little bit of it so we don't get copyrighted, but I've paused it at the perfect moment. You ready for this?
Heroes for the future children of this country who play this sport. The sport has a big future because of you guys.
Sport has a big future because of you guys. That was one of my favorite moments of that speech. You should go listen to that whole speech. It's really, really good. The things he's saying are really amazing, and they really embody what a World Cup really is. He told them that, you guys are Canadian heroes today. You are Canadian heroes today, and future generations, just like you were talking about, Asif, future generations of kids in Canada are now going to choose to play soccer, as they call it, their football, over hockey, over the lacrosse, over the rugby, because
that's the first time I'm hearing that. I didn't even.
Oh yeah, you should go type in Jesse Marsch post-match speech to Canada team. It's beautiful stuff. It's absolutely beautiful stuff, man. And he's told them they're Canadian heroes, and that they are going to inspire future generations to play for Canada, to try and be professional soccer players, footballers, instead of going, as you said, Asif, in the hockey route or in the rugby route. And that speech was absolutely beautiful. What's up, Danson? Have you seen? Oh man, I'm on top of the world. Have you seen
nice
Jesse Marsch?
What's on the? That looks like the logo for the tournament.
Yeah. So big up the Home Depot. We'll take sponsors. Home Depot, by the way. I was there yesterday, and they said they've got extra stuff from their promotion or whatever that they're sponsoring the World Cup, and so they're like, "Hey, do you want a free scarf?" And I was like, "Yes, I do. Thank you very much. I will take the free scarf." And it's just like a World Cup one. It's got the green for Mexico, the red for Canada, the blue for the States. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. But have you heard Jesse Marsch's post-match speech to the team?
No, I didn't. You know what? Can I tell you? Fabrizio has zero regard for Canadian football, because when I woke up after the game, all I'm seeing is stuff about Yan Diomande, and I'm like, and nobody's talking about the game, and I'm like, okay. So no, I haven't. I've just been.
What's up, SC? Hope you're well. Yeah, you should go check that out. SC. I mean, SC knows it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
Was it a public speech, or is it a locker room speech?
It was a
press conference.
No. What it was Fox put their camera in the post-match huddle, in like right after the match. Jesse Marsch is talking to the team, and Fox, somebody snuck their camera up underneath, like they're underneath Jesse Marsch, like they're a foot away from him, right? And they're listening to his speech. I've already played like 3 seconds of it. I don't want to get copyrighted,
I wasn't here.
So I'm not going to play anymore. But essentially what he said is, you guys are Canadian heroes. You are absolute heroes today. I mean, before that, he's like, yeah, we played how we wanted to play. You were aggressive. You did exactly what we needed to do. You got the job done, got the goal, etc. But then he's like, you guys are heroes today, and you've inspired future generations of Canadian children to choose to play this game and to try to become you, to try to be like you. And that's what you guys have done today. And it's a moment. It's one of those moments in life where it's like, I firmly believe in what Ralph Waldo Emerson said, that if you affect one person's life for the better in your life, then your life has been worth it. And I fully believe that. And so to tell a group of people that you guys are heroes and you guys have affected an entire nation's worth of children and inspired them, it's a absolutely beautiful moment.
Absolutely true. I mean, amazing. I mean, coming into this tournament, Canada hadn't even registered a single point in the World Cup at all. So, start off, they get themselves a draw, then they get themselves a massive win. And now, they've gone through and technically, the round of 16 is where it started. So I don't know how this goes down in the he actually have got themselves to the round of 16, but they've got out of the first knockout round, which generally gets to the quarter. So it's
a little bit
but
new.
They'll take it. But they'll take it for sure. Massive win. And it was a bit of a quiet day. Like, honestly, it was a quiet day in the World Cup. It's like
bit of a breather.
Calm before the storm,
Bit of a breather, because it's 3 games back to back to back to back until Saturday. Until round of 16 starts, it's 3 games a day. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff.
I mean, it's been that way for the most part.
Yep.
In the tournament. So I feel like they sped through this third games though.
Oh, they will. They did, because they were all simultaneous, and there was 3 times a day, so there was 6 games a day in the third round. It was bam, bam, bam. And so this round of 32 is going to come at us rapid fire as well. But
good game. Good game, especially today.
Absolutely. Canada going through to play the winner of Netherlands, Morocco. I think we'll finish up the show with our preview of that one. But Don Carlo, he's not playing mind games. He's not. Did you see Don Carlo's presser?
What did Don Carlo said?
In his press conference, he's like, I don't know what comment he was referring to, but he said, yeah, we're not playing mind games like we do in the Premier League, so we're not going to worry about what they're saying. Maybe somebody from the Japan camp said something, or maybe they were talking about the death notes from the Japan coach. Maybe they asked him about that or something, but he completely was like, yeah, we don't play mind games. It's like, okay, Don Carlo. Sounds like you're playing a little bit of a mind game by saying you don't play mind games.
No, I think he's got a lot of respect for the Japanese culture, etc. So he doesn't, they're quite big on respect. So obviously he doesn't want to be talking smack about them compared to But that's going to be a very interesting game. I think that's probably one with the biggest shock potential.
Don't count out the Paraguayans, man. Don't count them out. We know Kai Havertz is pinching for a. We know Kai Havertz pinching for a donkey.
Jake, what
bit
time
of a donkey game?
No. I'm counting them out.
Hey, I'm trying to host. I'm trying to be a good host here.
I know. You know what's so funny? I was actually talking about this. So, with my girlfriend today, and my girlfriend is pointing out why I can't be a national presenter, because I'm way too honest about my feelings about things. So, they're at halftime. They're like, "Oh, I think that New Zealand can make this and this and this change." And I'm like, they could change whatever the fuck they want. They're not winning this game.
It's not happening.
Belgium is just better than them. My girlfriend's like, well, this is why you don't work for the network. I'm like, yeah, I could not.
Fair enough.
I could not just bold-faced lie and tell people that New Zealand have. I'm like, no, Game finished 5-1, so you can see how that one panned out.
He's trying. I think he's trying to big you up in a nonchalant way.
Yeah. No, I mean, hey, I'll go try out for the network. I'll sling some bull.
Well,
oh my god,
you can't get better, more entertaining than Zlatan anyway. So.
Oh,
yeah,
Zlatan's
the
Zlatan is what I sound like if I was on the network. You know what I mean? Like, but with a like a Yugoslavian accent, you know.
No, Zlatan. I'm really enjoying Zlatan being on. The Fox,
I would imagine you would. Is he?
Team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Have you not seen the videos on?
I watch him every day. I watch Zlatan stuff every day.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's so amazing. Oh,
I want to see him continue during the league season. I know he's played Premier League for one season with Man United, but
my favorite bit is when he won the Employee of the Month after his first week. He's like, I'm gonna win Employee of the Year after my first month.
Still not the best striker on his panel, though. By the way,
no, definitely not. He thinks he is. Did you see they hooked him up to a lie detector and they asked him, "Do you think that you are better than Thierry Henry?" And he goes, "Yes, of course."
Ding.
Yeah, of course. But Nez, what are you saying about Brazil, Japan?
I'm saying Neymar. I'm just saying
really?
I'm just saying that because that's what the clicks are for, right? I mean,
he could definitely be a presenter.
Clicks, right?
Yeah. In the United States for sure. Yeah.
Neymar, right? Neymar. Samba music.
Joga Bonito.
That's what I'm saying because the only thing I think of is first I think Vinny has been super impressive this tournament, so I'm going to give Vinny tons and tons of credit for what he's done. I think Asif may have said this, not this one, but before. Can they please play Endrick? I think Endrick probably should play a little more, right? You know,
I think Don Carlo might have a.
Is he taking his girlfriend too? Is he pulling the two-shill and taking somebody else's girlfriend? Is that what we're doing?
Is Endrick the natural Rafinha replacement?
I actually cannot believe that he didn't pick João Pedro. The way that team plays, I'm like,
Don Carlo has plenty of female attention. There's photos all over the
Sir, first of all, time out. Pause. Because Anton just said something about a girlfriend. We know Jake has a lady as well. Life is life. But is there such a thing as enough female attention? I feel like I don't know if we're gonna go there with that one because you, sir, all people should never ever say that.
Jake's gonna plead the fifth on this one as well. You know,
you stop. I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's never enough attention from my wife.
Yeah, one is enough for me. You know, she's perfectly great for me.
Please do not be.
You said it. We not. Hey, Anton just said he ain't gonna get on the interwebs and lie to people. Neither am I. What are you saying? Enough female attention.
No, he wants it all. It froze up Asif's camera. That's how much attention.
But I don't have a reason to believe that Japan will beat them just based on the progressively improving form that Brazil has been in. And the game, where's the game?
Houston in the AC.
Oh, and it's the AC too? Yeah, go ahead and chalk it up. And then you got Brazilians with the Houston. Did you say enough female attention? Because I feel like that's being underrated in this one. But
it's anyway, in Houston, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I respect it to Brazil, you know, and Japan. And, you know, they will, you know, live the life of the samurai, but they have to go out on this one.
So we're not thinking that Rafinha being out is
no
affect them at all.
I think they've got enough quality.
They got the greatness of Gabriel Martinelli. This is my version of what Nez did with Neymar.
Neymar don't play for
me. Let's move swiftly on from Martinelli. I think they've got plenty of great options on the bench.
Yeah, like Martinelli.
Apart from Martinelli. There's Ryan.
You mean Endrick?
Ryan. You know what?
Ryan will probably start.
But see, now I saw that Indicalia linked Ryan to Liverpool. Now you missed out on Diamande, so now Ryan should start on the right wing. I see you.
I see you. We get it.
Hey, Jake, you need to say something about Bruno Guimaraes.
I was going to say, I'm already starting to worry about Bruno's usage at this World Cup.
I was going to let Anton come in on that.
I need to see Bruno come off a little bit earlier so he can get rested for the Premier League season. See, Arsenal fans are different. Arsenal fans are built different. We don't want we want our players to start, but then we want them to come off ASAP.
Well, I mean, I could have went deeper because there was the greatest holding midfielder ever to breathe air, but I didn't do that because I actually took this game seriously. So yes, I don't see anything.
But who's that? Claude Makelele? No.
It's kind of a joke. There's a short, Anton, way back down the playlist on this channel where I made a video. Essentially, it's just a praise and worship video for the greatest center defensive midfielder to ever walk onto a pitch and breathe air.
Endo.
Breathe air, drink water.
No, there was a time when
relevant to this game, but he's not.
When Casemiro first got to Man U, and Manchester United fans were just over the moon, glazing.
Oh my God.
Glazing Casemiro as the greatest thing there's ever been. We made a little short, like a sarcastic kind of short to glaze the greatest there's ever been in the history of center defensive midfielders. And so we love continuing to make that joke. Casemiro, he's been kind of slow. He's looked a little, he's gotten ran past a few times in this tournament.
You mean he looks like how he's been for the last 5 years? But, the funny thing is, I will say this because, I like to do this, Jake. It's just sort of the way my brain works. But if Japan happened to win this game, I think it would be an absolutely, absolutely amazing thing. On FootMob, FootMob sponsors, Japan are unbeaten in 11 straight matches against European opposition, even though I don't know why they said European opposition. Because Brazil is in South America. But, hey, man, FootMob, you got to get your stats right. But, hey, it is what it is, right?
Oh, man. Yeah, you better believe that the Samurai are cooking something up. Honestly,
they beat Brazil in October after trailing 2-0. They won 3-2.
How many subs did Brazil make that changed the game?
I'm reading FootMob because FootMob will sponsor us and then they'll have the ticker so then we can actually show,
For that much, last time that England played Panama, they won 6-1 in a friendly. It took us 70 minutes to break them down. So it doesn't always...
I think this is one of the games where an upset could happen. I'm not saying it will happen, but Japan are playing really well. So
Brazil's like one of those teams that I just feel like, even speaking to maybe Brazilians always talk about this way about Brazil just because of their standards. But I feel like even after they won the 2 games, my friends, I got a lot of friends here who are Brazilian friends, like literally my main friend group. Most of them are Brazilians. Sure. We're in the group chat there, and they're all like, "We're so shithouse today." Because I said, "Oh, you guys played better today than the first game, which you drew." Like, played better? What?
They weren't good, but yes.
No, so the point is that they've been underperforming, at least to the standards of the Brazilian people. They've been kind of sleepwalking through this. Yeah. Maybe it is one of those formulas that lead to an upset, But
Neymar returned after
Japan play the way they did against Netherlands. They have a shot.
Neymar.
Yeah, I don't know about Neymar being the hero.
To be honest, though, he probably will start on the right wing just because
Oh, you know what? Not. No, you know what? You're right because. I mean,
there's no Rafinha.
There's a hole there that they need to fill, and it ain't gonna be Endrick. It
could be Ryan. It could be Ryan. He started He started. Didn't he start the last game of the? Yeah, he did. He was the first teenager that's so.
But Don Carlo also mentioned in his, because they obviously asked him about Neymar in his presser. He said that he is available to play more than 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. He's not starting.
So
15 minutes is his bar.
He said he can play more than 15 minutes, more than what he did in the third game, because Neymar came on at the end. So he might be playing more.
Technically, because the 2026 World Cup has quarters now. I mean, Neymar can play the first quarter, and then he gets the break, and then he can play the second quarter, And then who knows after that, right? But because we got TV timeouts and all that stuff now, so he should be fine.
Don't get me
The
started.
thing is that from here you have to keep an eye on the fact that if it's level after 90 minutes, you go to extra time. So if Neymar is on the pitch, that 15, I'd rather have Neymar come on late if it's a draw, and I have Neymar on the pitch for the extra time period, rather than waste the.
I mean, is Neymar still? Half. I mean, looking at that squad, is Neymar still one of the top 5 penalty takers?
I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. I think he still would be.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not that's something that age wouldn't change. Like if it was Ronaldo, if I was Portugal, I'd still put Ronaldo in my top 5 penalty takers, even though he missed one during the Euros that cost them. But
to that point, I also think that the inclusion of Neymar in the squad over Yao Pedro, well, even though that wasn't a direct thing, but was
Savinho.
for vibes. So since it was for vibes,
yeah,
anyway,
why is Savio? Why?
Justice for Savio, man.
So I just think.
By the way, Esteval would have been a massive.
Well, hold on, let me finish now. I didn't finish my point yet. So, so Neymar being in there was for vibes anyway. So to the point to support that, it makes sense to kind of. I agree putting him on in the second half, let him run it out, and he's there for aura anyway. So let him aura farm, let him do what they need to do. And he could just dance, and then Brazil will be like, yeah, Neymar represents that era, and then they'll feel the power of the Dragon Balls and the Kamehameha and all that stuff. They're gonna steal it from Japan to do that.
Like
give it to Vinny to actually do the work.
Where Savinho could have made a difference. That's all I'm going to say.
I really think he could have.
I'm thinking, actually, I was saying before, Esteval, he got injured, but like that's a massive player who he would go in right away in this situation. Like
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and the one thing I do want to say about Japan is that what I've noticed, they haven't necessarily really impressed me in this tournament, but what I've noticed about their tactical approach and kind of their philosophical approach is that they kind of, especially in that Netherlands game, they kind of feel you out. They're going to defend really well and then see what Brazil are doing, see what kind of tactics they're running, what they're trying to do, and then they raise the levels. It's 100% what happened in the Netherlands game. They were kept at the hands length, keep them at bay, and then the Dutch score, and they turn it on, and they've turned it on, and then they put them under, and I feel like that's kind of going to be the approach today.
And they're playing with a little bit of history because apparently they're the second Asian side to go unbeaten through 5 consecutive World Cup games. So I mean, I feel like there's statistics that as a manager, they can summon their Japanese version of Jesse Marsh of like, hey man, we're undefeated in these last 5 games we played. Let's do what we need to do. And I mean, worst case is extra time, right? And except don't do what South Africa do. Avoid what South Africa did, playing for extra time. Try if you can kill it, kill it.
If they win,
funny joke here. You're talking about the manager. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, completely off of the topic, right? I think Asif would like this joke. So when we were watching Argentina against Jordan yesterday, they comes up on the screen that the name of the Jordan manager name is Salami, and my girlfriend goes, "That's not very halal."
Got him, man.
Bang!
That's funny as hell.
Bang!
Now, what were you saying about Asif about the Japanese and the Brazilian baddies? Is that what I was hearing?
I did not say anything of the sort. I don't know why everyone. It's the first day, now it's you. I do not. I look at the game. I don't know what you guys look at all the time, but I'm always looking at the games.
Zooming in on the crowd.
You sit on a throne of lies, sir. A throne of lies.
Begging production to cut to the crowd.
In everyday life is totally different to what I see on TV, because on TV I can't touch it. So
you sit on a throne of lies, sir.
So yes, I please ignore these people. And yes, I try to keep my attention on the games, obviously. But it is what it is. If you see a baddie at it's
you celebrate, right, Asif? Like they've scored a goal.
You can drink every time you see a baddie. That'd be a good game, actually.
That'd be fun, yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting game. It's going to be a fun game for sure. Definitely more in that one than you might expect from the next game. Is Dennis Undav ever going to get a start?
It's the same sort of situation with Hendrick and Ancelotti.
Listen to this guy. Anyone but Kai. That's what I'm saying. Anyone but Kai Havertz. And I think Germany will improve. Or maybe I'm just a hater.
Jake, he's the man for the big occasion. That's all I'm
He's the man to blow a big occasion.
What you mean? He be scoring in finals, sir.
The finals that we lose. Yep. 100%.
At least let him cook.
Hey,
yes, 100%.
Potato. Cut that out.
If I'm gonna play Kai Havertz in this game and I'm Nagelsmann, let him score, let him have his first 10 minutes of good play, and hook him. Because he's not giving you anything after 10 minutes. He ain't giving you anything else. We've seen it time and time and time and time again.
This guy.
Just tell me I'm wrong.
No, but at least he'll give you the customary goal first, Jake.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's why you hook him. That's why you hook him at the hydration break, first quarter, baby.
Jake's got the wrong Arsenal fans on here. If you're gonna back up Kai,
yeah, bro.
You might as well have Seb here instead of me. You know, then he'll.
Yeah. No, I think the Germans should be able to get this one over the line. Paraguay are going to pack the box, park the bus type stuff, as we've seen, but they also have impressed me on their counter far more than I expected. I didn't really expect much from them, but they do have some dangerous players going the other way. So Germany aren't going to necessarily just walk this one. The neg 700 odds are kind of insane to me. Obviously I agree that Germany will go through, but I don't think it's that much of a mismatch that DraftKings is giving you neg 710. That's insane odds, man. I think Paraguay are definitely going to give it more of a game than that.
No, I think it'll be a closer game than people think. I don't think like you say, he might not necessarily work the way that the bookies are saying, but because as the Ecuador game showed, they are susceptible. So.
I mean, I can't get that first game against the United States out of my head.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Like I know the Paraguayans they got the win against Turkey, but Turkey, again, that game I felt like took the legs out from under the Australia game against Turkey, because I'm like, well, if Paraguay could do that as well, then Turkey just must not be that good, right? And then again, I guess Turkey went ahead to beat the United States, but you guys didn't really care at that point. But and then the Paraguay and Australia, I didn't see much out of either of the teams in that game either. Although it's one of those where it's like, all right, a point gets us both through, But I just think that Germany's got too much quality. I think if you really take the blueprint of what Pochettino did with the United States, then I was shocked in that game how much like traffic cones the Paraguayans were. They were just shoved out of the way, and the United States blitzed them. You don't think that the Germans, with the quality they have, we've already seen the Germans at this World Cup. I'm just putting two and two together. Against Curacao, absolutely wiped the floor with them 7-1. So I don't know. I actually will. I know I'm going to go against the grain of this World Cup and just say I actually do think it's going to be a pretty straightforward win for the Germans. When I look at the bracket challenge, and I'm going Germany through. I don't even
it's not
hesitate or think about it.
I understand.
You know what I mean? There's some other ones in there. You're like, yeah, I'm the next one that we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
we're like, I could see it. You know what I mean? So
my only thing with Paraguay is they're going to clog the middle of the field, and with the likes of Jamal Musiala, Florian Wirtz, they all like to be narrow, and so actually, as much as I don't want to say this, agendas aside, this is the game for Kai. This is the game to beat your man.
Glad Jake, you're being an analyst.
Beat your man on the outsides. let Verts and Musiala work, and Sane beat your man on the outside, and then the cut back to the top of the box or get a cross in. Kai's obviously going to be able to rise above the Paraguayans and get his customary one goal and then shit the bed for the rest of the game. But I do think that tactically, this is probably Kai might actually eat in this game, and if Paraguay can keep them out, for 60, 70 minutes, it might get a little dicey.
I just realized it's so funny, Jake. Arsenal thing. Saliba is going to face both of our strikers, and we'll see which one's better.
Yes, he is, because France are probably most likely going to beat Sweden, and then they're most likely going to be playing Germany next. And Saliba's just going to shut everyone down. And as an aside to
that's how he ended up buying us Julian Alvarez. He'd be like, well, shut down Gyökeres, shut down Havertz. I'm like, Saliba, you're Saliba. Like, self-awareness. Yeah.
It's funny. Yesterday in the game, and I noticed it in the last Canada game, but I just confirmed it in this game. So the guy that came in to replace Kone, who broke his leg, who had his leg broken in the Qatar game, the guy that come in to replace him, his name is Saliba.
Yeah.
I just recognized that.
Yeah.
I just recognized that. I was like, oh, yeah, that's going to be amazing. Essie's asking about dropping Anderson for Rodgers. It didn't work.
No.
Rodgers did nothing in the last game for me. And I think he might be saving himself for the upcoming Arsenal
I wasn't
season.
half wrong on what I said. Like, hey, he did do it. Because I actually haven't been here since that. He did do it. But it didn't really work because Tuchel's still a shit coach.
Tuchel's still Tuchel. Absolutely. Any thoughts on Germany, Paraguay, Nez?
Germany is going to win because,
I
agree.
Because,
Well, I mean, you're looking, and the first thought when I saw this game is I'm like, respectfully, the real World Cup starts in the round of 16.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you.
Like the real one starts in the round of 16.
Guys, breaking news: Liam Rosenior's got a job.
What? Oh,
why would he take a job?
Paris FC.
Paris FC.
Why would you turn down 6 years of free money? What is he doing?
Oh my goodness gracious! What's he done? What has he done?
Hey man, so you telling me the couch was less interesting than Chelsea free money?
No. What you should have done is wait till the whole job becomes available.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
true.
you go. Yeah, he could have right back in the Premier League. There you go. Oh my God, Liam Rosenior.
You know what? No, to be honest, fuck that. I don't want the English press when I can sit and chill in Paris. It's like it's the least pressure job in Paris. Just don't relegate them. That's the problem with Liam Rosenior. Like,
make sure you show up versus PSG. Just show up and don't get obliterated by PSG. That's like the whole purview of the job. Just don't lose 5-0 to PSG and you're good. But there is one more game tonight. The nightcap. It's 9:00 for me. It's a 2 a.m. kickoff for you, Asif. That's. But you'll probably stay up for this one because it's going to be
11 a.m. here. There you go.
One of the ones I'm
right before lunch.
Yeah, man. The Dutch and the Moroccans. Brian Brobby, put some respect on my man's name. He's good for a goal in this one, I feel like. I mean, he's come in and immediately solved the kind of Netherlands don't have somebody. They don't have that fox in the box. They don't have that guy that's just there to score goals. Nobody knows if Cody Gakpo is going to show up at any point. But Asif's loving the Dutch right now, obviously led by the Liverpool contingent. Got that whole spine. Van Disney, of course, grabbing merch.
Seems more Spurs every day.
Now that Spurs are splashing all the cash in the thing. One thing that I think people aren't really, talking about is the Netherlands back line is gigantic. They're freaking huge, man. And Denzel Dumfries isn't small either. So you've got Van Hecke, Mickey van de Ven, and Virgil van Disney. They're all over 6 feet, right? And Denzel Dumfries is as fast as he could be.
I just realized what Tottenham is wanting to do with Van Hecke.
They're going to play a back. They're going to play the back three. Well, I mean, doesn't De Zerbi know Van Hecke?
No, they're trying to
Were they there at
defend
the same
against the
time?
set piece.
Ah,
They've gone. Arsenal's big. They're going big. I swear, you always build your team based off of your biggest,
Your
to be
biggest
able to beat
rival.
your biggest rivals. Yeah.
absolutely. But Morocco aren't Morocco ranked higher in the FIFA rankings?
Yeah,
I know
They are.
Yeah.
we don't necessarily put a whole lot of store by FIFA rankings, but they are indeed ranked
Who
higher.
did Morocco
than the
beat at
Dutch.
Qatar? That was big. Was it France?
No, France were in the
Netherlands?
final.
No. Was it
Qatar
Netherlands?
went to the semis, so they beat some teams. They beat some good teams.
Not Qatar. I mean Morocco, not
Yeah.
Qatar.
Yeah, they went
Right.
to the semifinal in
You're
that
talking-
tournament,
you're
so
talking
of course
about,
they beat some teams.
Probably, but then Siberia as well has been
Yes,
Saibari.
yes.
great for them. And he's
Got his move already. Got his
he's got
move
his
already.
to Bayern. I think he's going to do well. Obviously, there'll be a couple of Moroccan players who were rested in the last game who should be coming back in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
They lost to France. That's right. They
Okay,
beat
that's what it
Portugal.
was.
They beat
Okay.
Portugal
I expect him to Wadui.
and Spain.
Wadi. Yeah, but there's going to be a few of them coming back in. I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think it's Gakpo. He actually does well when he's in an orange shirt. So
He'll be up against Hakimi, right? He'll be down the left.
yeah, this is why I think his tournament is he probably will get a shot out of this game against that Moroccan defense. I think they quite underestimated that defense. I think they're quite handy.
Well, the bookies have Netherlands as favored in this game. Only just. It's like 140 or something like that.
Both teams to score. If I was looking for an angle.
Yeah, both teams will score for sure. But I mean, I can't necessarily go either way. 2% battery, SC. Well, thanks for spending your last 2% on
There's still got
us.
2% left. Come on, until you shut down.
For sure. But for me, like, DraftKings just gave me a bonus bet, and I'm not sure where to put it on this game. To be honest with you, this could go either way. This definitely could go either way. I'm not. 1 acre KFU Atlan in England.
Fair.
There you go. But yeah, man, I'm
Find
back
yourself a
and
charger somewhere, SC. All right.
forth. Yeah,
I think this is a very hard one to call, and I'm not even gonna. If push comes to shove, I'd probably say Morocco.
really.
That's my
I don't
gut
know,
says
man.
too.
That speedy, they got speed in the back line for the Dutch, and they've got height in the back line. So I mean,
No, I
where's
can't
it
see-
coming from for Morocco? Where's the goals coming from?
all over the place. Siberia.
To be honest, it's
Hakimi.
such a big.
Tactically.
It could be. I can see them running at Van Dijk and getting a goal.
Coming from the Liverpool fan, okay.
Yeah, and I'm not.
He's old.
He's having a good
realistic.
tournament.
He's old.
No, he's. I would. Yeah, if you get someone who's not covering for him, like if you get Van der Ven out of the equation somehow, and you let someone run at Siberia, run at him, there's going to be goals in there.
Well,
I think he will. Siberia will come off the side.
Yeah,
right?
and then Dumfries leaves holes. He attacked quite.
So
quite
I'm
quickly,
gonna drop my Foot Mob sponsored Foot Mob. You hear it, insights that they have. So the first match insight is Netherlands haven't kept a clean sheet in 7 matches. So because of that, Morocco are unbeaten in 31.
Mm,
And
In
then
31. What do you mean?
yeah.
because hey man, I'm reading what they got here. If it's wrong, we blaming Foot Mob.
No, read it out. I'm
I read
unbeaten
it.
in 31.
Morocco are unbeaten in 31. I'm reading what it says. Next, Morocco has scored in all 3 group games, netting 6 goals in the group stage. So where are the goals coming from? Morocco. Don't matter where or who. Somebody on Morocco is going to score, right? I look at this and I'm leaning to Asif as well. With Asif as well. I even though I'm picking against what the accountant who's picked every World Cup final. Choosing the Netherlands to go to the final, and I placed a bet on that. Right, I don't bet often, so that was the one I did. I think, and Morocco will have towel people because this will be in a warm climate in Guadalajara. Is in Guadalajara, and it'll be warm, and somebody will steal the towels. I got Morocco on the win for the towel stealing.
Dude, you're totally right. I just looked this up.
I'm reading it. I don't even about my rightness. If it's wrong,
Yeah,
the website said it.
As they say, the conditions
That's crazy.
make a lot of a difference as well, and because Morocco are more used.
How
to
have I not heard about
conditions.
this?
Because when they lost AFCON, that was like extra time, and so it was regular time. This is why we can say undefeated, and people get mad at football because extra time don't count against your record.
Morocco have lost once in 40 games.
I think they're very
What?
underrated. So
I think they are.
This is why I dropped the football statistics. Football mob, come holler at us. And they're playing in Monterey.
They're ranked 7 in the world,
warm.
but they haven't been beaten in once in 40 games. That's an amazing stat.
And it's going to be warm. This is where the temperature comes in. Morocco was hot.
Exactly.
Netherlands ain't.
That's
I literally mean temperature.
That's very fair. This is in
the conditions actually favor
Guadalupe
as well.
And it's going to be 90 degrees.
That's why it's such a late game. That's why it's such a late kickoff.
Yeah,
actually, I don't even know what time zone Guadalupe is in. Is that central or is that?
Well, it's a 9 p.m.
So what's the local?
It's probably
6 or
7
7.
p.m. So it's probably 2 hours.
It's probably about Texas time, more or less.
Yeah.
So that's a 7 p.m. local kickoff. It's still going to be hot as hell.
The sun is still going to be out, burning up. Let's go.
But but it's still at 7 p.m. It takes that out more of the equation. If it's like beaming down in heat, a bit different than
it won't be as hot as 3 p.m. But it's not going to be cool.
That central sun will beat you up at 7 p.m.
Yeah, the sun won't be down like you say, so it's definitely going to be.
The sun sets at 9. The sun will be up for the whole game.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know why. The more I look at it, I'm like, you know what, Netherlands have a better team on paper, and then for all the reasons that you guys say, I'm looking at this and I just can't see past Morocco. Just like this gut feeling, like Morocco's gonna win.
And I'm mad at the accountant because he's making me question myself. But
I also saw something yesterday that said the official colors of the tournament. So the official colors from FIFA for this tournament always denote the winner. Is what I saw this.
Please be white. Please be
Lauren
white.
actually showed me this yesterday.
No, it's the green and the red and the white.
She showed me a tinfoil video, right? Where the last colors or the colors this year are
wait, Qatar was like
blue?
Maroon. No way was that like
No. The Qatar one had light blue and white with their maroon colors in it. You know, and so it hit that one too. But the ones they showed, the colors they showed for this one had a blue, like this reddish color, and a white color. And so they claimed it was Portugal. And I'm like, guys, you're literally showing me the
blue,
Dutch flag
reddish,
right now.
White. England.
You're literally showing me the Dutch flag right now, guys. And hey, yeah,
blue.
It could be blue, red, and white there as well. You know, and so all the tinfoil people, everyone with your tinfoil hats on are saying Netherlands are going all the way.
After I said there's no way England win the World Cup, we're going to win the World Cup. My God.
The tinfoil brotherhood is spoken.
That's not how I operate. I'm supposed to be the opposite of that. I'm supposed to be the guy who goes, no, we're going to win it. I don't care if you guys hate on it. We're still going to win it. Like that's my brand. And I gave up on England. And now I found out that Lauren says the colors say England. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
So what we're saying, guys, we're calling our shot right now. It's going to be the Dutch and the English in the final.
The Dutch is orange.
No, you say
not their flag.
The flag.
Isn't Argentina blue and white?
France.
Yes.
So are France. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hits them all. It hits them all. I actually learned why the Dutch are orange just the other day.
Wait, Australia.
Yes.
It's not green.
Hey, the USA, red, white, and blue, baby.
I see you, Mo Salah. I see you.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, man, back to the game. I like you say, Asif, and Anton, on upset alert. When it's a game like this, I normally
Ryan Robbie goal or assist.
I normally
goal scorer.
Yeah, back a player prop, back the both teams to score, because I'm not betting the money line in this one. There's no way. And I will say this as an aside, people, for your betting. First of all, make sure you are gambling responsibly. But in these knockout games, make sure that you're betting to qualify, or when you bet a money line, that ends at 90 minutes. So if it goes to extra time, and you bet a winner in a money line, you've lost. So make sure you're paying attention to that.
Another quick thing to share is in the last 6 games, right? In the last 5 games, the Netherlands has only lost 1 game, and that 1 game was to a North African country in Algeria. Just so you know.
And aren't the Dutch on like a knockout game streak where they haven't lost a knockout game since the 2010 final?
Correct.
Because they keep losing on pens.
Well, somebody's streak is ending today.
So, extra time.
It's all been extra time and pins. Yeah. Yep. Well, I mean,
unless they go to extra time.
Unless it goes to extra time again. Yeah, these like specific little details making streaks still alive, because every time I hear one of those, I'm like, they didn't win the tournament last time. So we have to like check to see what it's actually saying. But yeah, I could definitely see this one going to extra time. There's for sure.
I'm just saying the towels are going to play a role because it's going to be hot, and the Moroccans have mastered the towels. That's all I got to say about that.
Isn't who's been in the net for Holland? Has it been Verbruggen from Brighton? Yeah. So he definitely needs to make sure he's got a couple of extra guys defending his
new center back to replace what's his face. His name is Pascal Strike from Leeds.
Okay.
Going to Brighton.
Nice.
That was yesterday, I think.
He's gone to Brighton? Oh, yeah, making moves. Got to replace Van Hecke. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And Strauch had a great season with Leeds, actually, so that's not a bad shot.
I can't believe he's gone.
I mean, hey. I don't know how much bigger and better Brighton is than Leeds, but maybe they gave him a better contract. I don't know.
If I wouldn't Leeds, I wouldn't be too worried. You can get better than Pascal Strike. So.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, apparently they're being linked to the Japanese goalkeeper,
Suzuki.
Yeah.
How old is the Cabo Verde goalkeeper? Isn't he get himself a big
40?
Yeah, he's quite old.
He's good.
No, he's fine. Yeah, he's got 4 or 5 years left, man. Didn't Edwin van der Sar play to like 48 or some shit?
No.
Isn't Petr Cech still playing keeper in the hockey league over in Czechia? Like these goalkeepers, man, they can go forever, dude. Look at Manuel Neuer. Just look at Manuel Neuer. We'll see him today, probably.
How old was Buffon when he retired?
40s, definitely in his 40s. Had to be, but he could probably still do it as good as he was, But yeah,
no,
man.
he 45. I'm sure he was like 40, 45. Something like that.
Absolutely. So yeah, definitely going to be some spicy action today, and I expect overtime in at least one of these games. Maybe even both Brazil, Japan, and Netherlands, Morocco. So lots of action.
For some reason, I see Brazil winning like 2-0 in the 90.
I mean, yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. It'll at some point though. Brazil are going to have to fend off a some samurai attacks, some sword slashes.
The thing is, though, like, if I was Brazil, I would take a look at what Anthony Elanga was doing for Sweden, because I would imagine that I know for a fact they have gotten multiple players of that quality or better, and so I would exploit that weakness. But the issue is that weakness is down the right-hand side, which is where they are at their shortest. So,
18 million Brighton have signed. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's probably the biggest question for Brazil today is who's starting on that right-hand side. And so we, of course, shall see. I don't think we're going to wrap it up right there. It's certainly been a good show. Big up Canada, of course. Big up Jesse Marsh for that speech. Absolutely loved it. And, of course, all the spicy action coming at you today. And we will, of course, be back tomorrow to review it all. Make sure you are liking. Make sure you're subscribing every single time. Of course, thanks for being here. Big up the chat. Make sure you got that notification bell on so you know when we are back every single time. Of course, thanks again. Make sure you're locked in over at Fire Them Cannons. Of course, we got plenty.
We're gonna have our transfer show coming up. Last week's was good. This time we're gonna talk about Bruno G. Last time was a why we shouldn't. This is a why we should. So keep it locked. So
there you go. Make sure you subscribed over there. Make sure you got a notification bell on for Fire Them Cannons as well. And that's gonna do it for us this morning. Thanks again, and we'll see us next time.